Hello, everybody, and welcome to Aviary Attorney with yours truly, SlowWolf. We are going to be doing our very first, visual novel experience here on the channel. Why am I doing this? Well, let's start off with the basics. First off, I love Phoenix Wright, and this is practically that, but with a different bend. In Victorian era. In Victorian era France, and I really have been missing Phoenix Wright and those kinds of games in my life, so here we are, the Chateau Clinière of Baron Orgueil. Is that Monsieur Grandouille? Oh mon Dieu! Dame Cataline, what have you done? Act 1. A cat with claws. So who do we play? Well, let's find out. Here's one immaculately dressed bird. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Well, look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? It's too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. There'll be more time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrow Son. You may have the honors. All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I'm writing you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She is being held at La Conciergerie Prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Courtyard de Miao of the de Miao estate. Well, this is quite something. I know! Your first series client in months! No, not just that. The de Miao estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship will still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow! So I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Of course! It would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrow Son. We're going to go find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Excellent! My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Seigneur de Miao's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Let's see. Okay, so great. This is our evidence folder, which is something I'm used to from all the Phoenix Wright stuff, so that's totally fine. You may access the evidence folder anytime by clicking the suitcase symbol. Good to know. Ah, I nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again. I recall you losing it at the New Year's party. And at Christmas. Yes, alright. There's no need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet, which currently has 20 francs in it. Wonderful. Man, I remember when the franc still used to be like the currency of France, but, there you have it. Okay, you may see how much money he is carrying around at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Good to know. Let's make a move. Oh, January the 3rd. Wonderful. Welcome to the map screen. From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Alright, so going to La Conciergerie will take the entire day. A offices. A sign on the door reads, the Aviary Attorney Offices. No case is too big or too small. No junk mail, which I'm guessing they get a lot anyway. For centuries, the infamous Conciergerie prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. Alright, well, it's the only other place we can go, so might as well. Falcon and Sparrow Son step into the stone-cold foyer at the Conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. The Conciergerie. They say that this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. What do you want? Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline de Miao. I am due to represent her in court. Oh, you're a lawyer, huh? Fine, follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. Oh, nice. Super well-mannered. I'm impressed. Le sigh. Has to be a French one. Oh god, this is gonna be awful. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Cataline de Miao, I presume. You've arrived! The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petit assistant, Sparrow's son. My lady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrow's son. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Oh. You see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? Let's see. That makes sense. What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinière, the home of the great Baron Orgueil. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grandouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So also dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. After dinner, the man with the camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera! It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof! You have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing! I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrow-san. Pshaw, let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Okay, I want to check this out immediately. A photographer named Robitio attended the banquet. Oh, I bet we're about to hear about him. Please, continue, Dame Cataline. So after we had the photograph, I went to the gardens to get some air. And that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grandouille. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help. And then, the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who was there that evening? Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Orgueil, who hosted the dinner. And his housemaid, Colline, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grandouille, well, until, you know, he died. And there was also Monsieur Robitio of de Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon? Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I am afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait! Falcon! You missed something of huge importance! I did. Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. There we go. Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what the food it was! You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak, served perfect bloody rare. Glorious! Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down. Please. For me. Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Probably quite literally a proverbial red herring. Now that I think about it, it's a little strange. A bloody rare steak has also been added to my evidence folder. Sparrow-son, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the great Baron of Chateau Clinière would have a gorgeous silverware, but there were none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Clinière and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robitio de Robinho. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable. But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? Yeah, sure, why not? Well, what could we possibly lose by believing a cat who is literally probably, ripping open frogs for a living? Of course, Dame Cataline. It is our duty as lawyers, and as gentlemen, to have faith in your testimony. You can trust us. Thank you. Thank you both. There we are, being the good guys again. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Granouille, Baron Rogueuil. These names are all getting a little bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm gonna start compiling a Facebook, so that way I can keep track of who everyone is. What? A Facebook! It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions, in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. Oh my gosh. J.G. Falcon, okay. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. Of course, because he's writing it. Pertoir du Miao. Wow, that looks pretty elegant. The wealthy father of Dame Cataline, Pertoir hired us to defend Dame Cataline in court. Quark, an ill-mannered jailkeeper, seems to feel disgust for criminals and for animals in general. Wonderful. Cataline de Miao, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Pertoir de Miao. She has been accused of murdering Monsieur Granouille. And then finally, Granouille, or Grenouille, your choice. I guess Grenouille is slightly more accurate, considering that the French for frog is grenouille, so close enough. The froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Clinière, a colleague of Pertoir and Rogueuil. Wonderful, good to know. You can access the list of people you've met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Let's make a move. He seems to say that a lot, actually. Alright, so, a new day. We're now January the 4th. Let's see. The game saves automatically at the start of each new day, but you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting save and quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner or by pressing the escape key. Good to know. Alright, so, we can talk to Baron Rogueuil first, who's at Chateau Clinière. That would be the murder scene, and that might be worth checking out first. Robitio de Robinho, I don't think is going to suddenly die, so we can probably, we can probably afford not to talk to him immediately. This is super cool, though, that you get to see, like, a map of like, 19th century Paris. This is really neat. Like, some of these bridges are bridges that I've, actually seen, believe it or not, so that's neat. I don't know where the, off the top of my head, where the Eiffel Tower would go. It's probably further south. If I remember this area correctly, it's, maybe down here somewhere? I don't know anymore. Anyway, let's just go to, Chateau Clinière. We have time in this episode. And this should take the whole day. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Clinière. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Excusez-moi, messieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? Okay, giving nothing seems a little bit mean, especially considering that we've, got this little girl here. Giving 1 franc seems not as useful as giving 10, but 10 is quite a lot. Like, we only have 20. Then again, you want to know how to get the best, the best testimony or the best advice on where to go next? You get the people on the streets to work for you. So we'll give this guy 10 francs and see what happens later on. Here you go. Stay safe, madam. Oh, wow! Bless ya, messieurs! Bless ya! That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure mother and child can make it through the last of winter is the least I can do. But what am I doing, standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrow Son. We've got business to attend to. Pardon me. Falcon and Sparrow Son step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Clinière. Wow, look at this place! Baron Orgueil must be loaded! More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, and railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron! We'd like a word! How's that? Sparrow Son, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Oh, man. Hey, Goldilocks, how's it going? Did I hear my name? The great Baron Orgueil, property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? Yep, we're policemen. No, we're attorneys. I think it's best to play the honest option here. Not quite. I am private attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate Sparrow Son. Lawyers, eh? You know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh. Yes. This jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning, asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he could hear the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrow Son? Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him in the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So, what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on, Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself. Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred, through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the, unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that the photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. So how shall we go first? Alright, so we have options here. We got the lounge, we've got the garden, we've got the main hall. I think we are currently in the main hall. I think that we should check out the murder scene first. So to the lounge, I'm pretty sure. Whoa! Lady, your head, it's quite high. Lady, it's quite high. Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst! Hey, Falcon! Did you see that? See what? That housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah! Yes? Are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon. And I'm Sparrow Son. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhot. What can I help you, messieurs, with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Just let me grab a chair. God damn it. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? Alright. Let's see. Is this where the photograph was taken? We are looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh, yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing... just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And, where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock, above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Convenient, thank you. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know! The painting on it totally clashes with the decor! I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Blast! That would have been such an easy piece of evidence. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Horgoy just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder. Good. That's gonna be helpful. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Is there something we should know? You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No, I suppose I'm just a little bit nervous after all the drama of last week. I don't know about that. Why are you being all shifty? Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. Right, and... Wait, what? No, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrow Son. It isn't? Oh, what do we do then? I'll tell you later. Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? That's all. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me, stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and, well, never mind. I'm rambling. It's, no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? Ah! You know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, yeah, well, you know, I suppose I got the habit, got a little away from me, and one thing after another. Well, that's one mystery solved, at least. Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder. Well, at least we know he's been pocketing it. Good job there, Steely the Giraffe. I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. I see. So where to next, Big Bird? Alright, so that's the lounge. The garden. Sure. Take a sip of water. Wow, it's a nice garden, all things considered. Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grandouille on by the stairs, by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey, Falcon! Do the crime scene investigation thing. The, crime scene investigation thing? Yeah! You know, that thing where you get an eagle eye and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that! That's not actually a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it in closer detail with his nice hawk eyes. Wonderful. When you've had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Alright, well, let's start with this fountain. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid, carved marble. That cannot have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in and take a closer look, just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way! If you want to go wading, you do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome. Get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? Let's go with plant squiggles. Plant squiggles? It's called a wreath, Sparrowson. Sure, I'll bet on the plant squiggles. Here I go. It's heads. Should have gone with the old Emperor, Falcon. Gah, fine. Hold my shoes. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged flipped coin. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. That's amazing. Ah, you're back! Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though. What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a very wet cigar butt. Possibly belonging to Baron Roguet? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. Cigar butt has been added to your evidence folder. Yeah, that sounded like a piece of shit for a minute, I'm not gonna lie. Is there anything else we need to do here? Okay, so we got the fountain. Nice. We need to check out the stairs. These statues would be of interest. Let's start with these statues on the side. Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep. Eventually we realized that it was just filling up on all the horse nerves. Ugh. That's terrible. Like, that's actually awful. A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, "Why the long face?" Yes, we've all heard that one. What? No. The barkeep says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. That's actually amazing. A finely crafted horse statue. Well, wrong voice. A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? No, I would not. Baron Roguet certainly likes his horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. Okay, stairs. Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grandouille died. Do you see any bloody footprints? Oh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath? Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. That's amazing. Okay, if you've ever played Phoenix Wright, then you know how many times it ended up being like, oh no, they wrote the name in blood. Anyway, not what happened this time. There is nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left at the last minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grandouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think there's anything else here that I can see. Yeah, that seems to be about it. So there's a big bloody stain, a bunch of horse statues, and terrible puns that go with it. We're done. I think we're done here. Good call, but I'm sure you don't want to take another dip. We still have time. Don't push your luck. Alright, so we're done in the garden. Back to the main hall, I guess. Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. We had a good look, thank you, Baron. But we actually have some questions for you. Please ask away. I have nothing to hide. About your housemaid. What happened on the night of the murder? Baron Roguet, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh, am I in trouble? Nah, not yet. It's just a cigar butt. Who knows? No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock, and we all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6, promptly. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime soon after that. I see. Is there something else I can help you messieurs with? You know, I want to check out the housemaid thing. I want to tell him because it is a problem. But, like, this is one of those things where I don't want to get involved in that zany shit. That's not all we need to... That's not something we need to care about. But we should be thorough, shouldn't we? You know what? We'll leave this for next time. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. No, I'm joking. We're going to pick this. We're going to go for We'll Be Leaving. I think that will be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs. Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon? I hope so. Don't worry. If anything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just, wing it? Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest. I love Sparrowson. He's my new favorite. So, we'll start this next day in the next set of investigations in the next episode. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I know I sure did. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.